Okay, let's get ourselves set up for a very interesting discussion. The alphabet soup of professional organizations in the massage therapy world. These can be divided into some categories. So there are the ones that are most focused on serving the massage therapy practitioners. And then there is a group that is involved in the educational aspect of massage, primarily. And so as we think about which of these organizations we're going to engage with and what they can provide for us and what they do for the massage community, it's helpful to think about that general difference, that general categorization. As entry-level students preparing to enter into the massage world, you want to consider your professional affiliation with a group that is going to provide for you your liability insurance and support for moving into your professional career. So let's look at share screen on this, and I'm going to show you the various websites, and I'm going to give you an overview on both each, all of the organizations, and then where you need to engage first, and then some suggestions on where you go from there. So there is a pattern to how this works, and hopefully this will help create some clarity for you on this. Now, in the Health Enrichment Center classroom, we discussed this multiple times during the education, and it is described in multiple chapters in your fundamentals textbook, but primarily chapter 1 and chapter 2, and maybe a little bit in chapter 3. So let's do the share screen. And see what I can do here. All right. Okay, so what I have up on the top is the various organizations. So I'm going to bring them in. So the first one is the American Massage Therapy Association. And you find it with amtamassage.org. This is the nonprofit for practical purposes or specific purposes. This is the organization that is supposed to be the spokesperson for massage therapists. But as you're going to see, there is some real division here, unfortunately, that creates confusion and competition that doesn't serve us very well. So for HEC students, on your very first day of class, we enroll you into a student program for the AMTA. This does not necessarily mean we endorse one over the other, but they do offer a nice resource program where you can start to look at career development. This organization offers a very good / malpractice liability insurance program, and also has access to other types of insurances such as premise liability, etc. The intent of this video isn't to give you a specific lesson on the insurance programs, but as you can see across the top, there's member benefits, massage insurance, continuing education, and they have a nice, robust online continuing education platform that you can use to meet your licensing requirements for the state of Michigan and any other state. They have resources and various publications. So what you want to do is log on to this site and click on each of these and take a look at what it's telling you. So, I clicked on membership benefits. So this is what you're going to take a look at, and it's not productive for me to spend time looking at each of these and going over them in depth. I suggest that you contact each of the membership organizations, AMTA, there's going to be the ABMP, to talk to them directly to see what they have to offer and what are the procedures for that. So here's the insurance, and we can look at some of the insurance overviews and get an idea of what that looks like. So, okay, that's the American Massage Therapy Association. The American Massage Therapy Association also has state chapters. So if you're looking to be involved at a more local level after graduation, that might be a point of influence with that, whereas the other organizations do not have that. Okay, the next one is the ABMP, Association of Massage and Bodywork Practitioners. This is not a nonprofit organization, and it's primarily an insurance provider. However, over the years, they have expanded their resources for students and for graduates, licensed massage therapists, as well as educators, and they work with employers. And then the thing that's different about the ABMP as opposed to the AMTA is that because they're not a nonprofit organization, they are for profit, they're very nimble. So there's a lot of bureaucracy when you're looking at a nonprofit organization that is set up as a professional membership organization. Now, there's also protections in with that. But it makes it a little tedious for response. And this which certainly came forward during the pandemic that began to really affect the massage community in March 2020. The ABMP was right out with information about how and guidance on how massage therapists may need to navigate some of the changes in professional practice, et cetera, where it took much longer for the AMTA to respond. The people that are part of the ABMP are very stable. They've been in place a long time. With the AMTA, there is a turnover of elected representatives, including a president and chapter members. And behind the scenes, there is a group that has been in place a long time that manages the day-to-day operations. So this is supposed to have member representation, member, the ability to have your voice heard and they respond, sort of thing. And I keep encouraging that to occur. So part of the problem is membership complacency. You know, we get tired of it, over it, busy, whatever. And so we don't push for member representation. So, whoops, kitty cat. Okay, so that's the ABMP functions very differently. They have a group of people that are employed by the corporation, and they have insurance premiums that they call membership, that is their financial foundation. Whereas with the AMTA, I'm pushing the cat away. They seem to have come to the conclusion that when I'm doing a Zoom, that they're supposed to irritate me. So we may end up having to remove the cat. We'll see if she settles down. That was a Smokey. That's Smokey. Okay, so AMTA makes its money or brings its income in on membership dues. So that there's a business difference there as well. So they have a ton of resources. They have an excellent online continuing education program. Many of the courses are free. They have student resources, and they work with employers and have employer programs. And if you're primarily looking at the insurance coverage, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay, we're going to disappear the cat. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Okay, don't you love virtual live entertainment? Okay, so you know, if that is your primary motivation, your liability coverage and access to other forms of insurance such as disability and premise liability, etc., 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So here's your website. They have a monthly payment plan. I think the MTA does as well. Each of them have a quarterly magazine that's delivered either in paper or virtually, you know, through the internet. The premiums are about the same for the insurance company or the insurance that you're going to get. So again, what you're going to want to do is get onto the website, and it is abmp.com, which tells you it's not a nonprofit, or it's not, it is actually a for-profit organization when you see the .com as opposed to the .org. See, AMTA's got .org. Okay, now there is one other resource for insurance. One of the publications in the massage therapy community, long-standing, is Massage Magazine. And Massage Magazine has partnered with an insurance company to provide liability insurance for massage therapists. So there's no other resources or anything involved with this, that it is less per month. And so this is another place that you might want to investigate. So my suggestion is that you get your insurance through one of these two if you are looking for ongoing support, either the AMTA, which includes the insurance in your membership, and the ABMP. Your insurance premium is your membership. So, and if you just don't care about that and are only looking at price, then you may want to take a look at the Massage Magazine offering. All right. So those are the three that you're going to want to take a look at just before you graduate. Okay, the next one we have that is an organization that you are going to want to become aware of. You don't join this organization. This organization is actually for states. It's called the Federation of State Massage Therapy Boards. The reason why this organization is important to you is that this is where the MBLEX exam comes from. So the Federation of State Massage Boards created and administers the licensing exam that's used in a majority of the states, including Michigan. So this tells you about the Federation of State Massage Boards. Here's the one you're going to be most interested in, is the tab about MBLEX. And there's a lot of really, really good information here. If you are wanting to get a head start and thinking about what that is like and how that's going to roll out for you, you can go to this website and click here and it'll give you all of that information. There's also information for schools. Massage therapy schools have an obligation to provide certain information to the Federation so that you meet the requirements to sit for the exam. Okay, that's the Federation of State Massage Boards. Your interaction with them in the future will be for registering and taking the MBLEX exam. All right, now, after that, they're also working towards creating an approval process for some continuing education. So we got this organization plus another one that is called the National Certification Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. They're kind of competing around that continuing education issue. This is not an issue for you particularly. It's more about educators providing, getting approvals. So in the future, way in the future after graduation, then that might be something that you want to take a look at. Okay, this next organization is a very important organization. This is our research arm. This is the Massage Therapy Foundation. They have many resources. This is something that you're going to want to start exploring this website right away. You're going to want to subscribe. It's free. You're going to want to subscribe to the International Journal. You're going to want to look at some of the other offerings they have, like Research Perch and the blogs that they have and educational programs. They have an online course for understanding more about massage research. So they all have, all of the organizations have information related to navigating the whole COVID-19 issues. They support various research that's going on. This happens to be one that's going on right now. And so right now at the very beginning, you want to log on to this site. There's no membership, but I do encourage you to take part of the free webinars that they have, and do donate if at all possible. Even a little bit helps with this organization. I like this organization. Okay, it's an important one. The next one you'll interact with after you graduate and become licensed is the National Certification Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. They offer board certification. See it right here? Board certification. This is a for real process that is administered in accordance to what certification programs are supposed to be for massage therapy. And as a future goal, I strongly encourage everybody to do this. You would not need to be concerned about this until after you graduate and are licensed. It's an additional test, and the test itself, the cat opened the door. The test itself reflects advanced practice. Now, it also administers an approved provider program for continuing education. Again, important after you graduate that you make good choices about the continuing education that you receive. So I'm going to move my little face down here. And I want to highlight something very specific for you here. Let me see if I can find it. I choose certification, of course, specialty certifications, college partners. These specialty certifications are smaller certificates of achievement. They are not certification. Certification is a very specific thing. An educator can only provide a certificate of achievement or completion, not certification. Certification has to be provided following a series of requirements by the certifying body, and they are not the educator. But our confusion is that the term certification and certified and a certificate are very much confused. So this goes back to the problems we have with language. And it's not just us, it's not just massage therapy. This problem was what is real certification that means something versus a certificate of achievement, which is also important. I mean, it says, see, I almost used the wrong word. It says that you have completed a course of study. That's all it says. It doesn't say that you have a level of integration and achievement for professional practice, that you maintain and level of ethics and integrity around your professional practice, that you remain updated with continuing education and renewals That's what certification is. So, but they have these if you wanted to work towards a specialization, like if you wanted to work with athletes or if you wanted to work in pain management. So that's after graduation. But as you're preparing, now where did I find that at? College partners, there it is. I'm very proud of this because myself and an individual from CNI's University named Norm Buckwaz worked very, very hard for many, many, many years to get this in place. Over 22 years we worked for this to occur. And what it is that based on board certification, which means that you also are licensed and that you have some professional practice experience, based on board certification, you can get credits for a degree in massage therapy through Siena Heights University, which is a highly, highly respected liberal arts university. And this tells you about this. And I really encourage people to take a look at this. Luke has the Bachelor's of Applied Science in Massage Therapy with a minor in Healthcare Administration. And then they also have master's programs available beyond that. So regardless of where you are in your educational career, this is something you might want to take a look at. And they're really, really good at bundling up previous education that you have had so that it's cost effective. There are designated advisors that work directly with you. This is down the road because you have to be licensed and you have to have 2 years of professional practice and you have to be board certified. But it's something to put on your future goal list, especially those of you that do not have some other type of academic degree and would like one, and those of you that are younger. My goal for being so focused on this was a pathway for working towards teaching, because we need teachers in the massage therapy world, as well as integration into interdisciplinary care, especially with that minor that is available. So if you look down, it says I have less than 60 credits to transfer. I have more. And you can look at this and get an idea of what's going on with that. And then you can build this into your future planning. Okay, so we have then the AMTA, the ABMP, that are the professional organizations that serve you as a massage therapist. We have the Alternative for Massage Insurance from Massage Magazine. We have the Federation of State Massage Boards, which is involved in maintaining and administering the licensing exam. We have the very important research. We have the very important cattail. Let me throw the cat out again. Oh, don't you love it? I probably could restart this and do it over so that it looks real but I'm not going to. Okay, so we have the research foundation that everybody should take a look at right now and be involved with. Then we have the National Certification Board with board certification and a pathway to an academic degree, should you want to do that. The nice thing about massage therapy is that it's primarily a vocational health professions license, which is an excellent way to start an entry-level practice. And board certification tells the world, tells people and employers that you have made the extra effort to move beyond entry-level standards. It also gives you some quality check on continuing education, and very importantly, it provides a pathway to an academic degree should you want to go in that direction. I like to see this roll out so that people can enter the profession and then move through these processes as part of their professional development. Okay, now for educators, there are 2 additional organizations, but you want to know what those are so that you can be assured or know that there are some governances that provide oversight for the various massage therapy programs, schools, and continuing education providers. So the Commission on Massage Training and Accreditation is that organization particularly. And they have a couple of programs, and the one that Health Enrichment Center participates in is endorsed curriculum, which means that the experts at CompTA review our curriculum on a regular basis to make sure that it meets the industry standards for entry-level education. We're very proud of that. They also have programmatic accreditation that you will see in a lot of community colleges for their programs, and they also have full accreditation. And the full accreditation process for a school opens up the option for the school to take financial aid. The cat got back in. So we choose at Health Enrichment Center to not participate in financial aid, federal financial aid. We've offered our own in-house programs, and we have some local resources that students can take advantage of. But part of our vision and mission is that you own your education when you graduate. And that's been this way forever with us. So that's why I'm so supportive of the endorsed curriculum, because it doesn't burden the school with the external and additional requirements that are primarily focused on being eligible for the federal financial aid programs, which are very limiting, but still provides excellent oversight so that you can be assured of a quality education. You as a massage student and or therapist would not be a member of CompTA. However, they're always looking for volunteers as well as the foundation. And so it might be something that you want to consider in the future. The final organization is the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education. They have membership for schools, massage therapy schools, teachers, individual teachers, and continuing education providers. And our goal, I was a founding member of this organization, and our goal is to provide foundation oversight and resources for quality educators. So I encourage any of you that have a passion for wanting to see the potential for you being a teacher in the future, to be aware that this organization exists. And they have developed a certification program for teachers, and I was one of the beta testers for that. So I was one of the first credentialed educators through the Alliance. And so this is something that can be part of your future. Okay, so that's the alphabet soup of massage therapy organizations. So recommendations. Check out the foundation, the Massage Therapy Foundation right now, and get involved in looking at all the resources on the website. Begin to look at AMTA and ABMP for student resources that can help you. HEC students, we have pre-enrolled you in the program with the AMTA. So you're going to get notification of that, and you'll be able to access that. But you can do that also for the ABMP, and then you can start to think about, where do I want to get my professional insurances, and where do I think I'm going to get the best support? Then you can also start pre-planning for your professional development by investigating the National Certification Board. And finally, take a look at the Federation of State Massage Board's website and look at the requirements, the candidate handbook, the various videos they have, etc., so that you can start to begin to understand the licensing process. I want to caution you on that, though, to not get overwhelmed by that, and not to get, not to let any of your test anxiety develop over that. Then finally, in order to complete the licensing process, you'll have to interact with your state, with the state of Michigan. And you can find out more about that by accessing and doing a Google search on LARA, L-A-R-A, Massage Therapy License. And that'll take you right on to the page for the Massage Therapy Board. Let's see if we can do that. Let's try that. Share screen, and let's see if we can find. Okay, so we're gonna search for L-A-R-A, Michigan. Whoops, be helpful if I could spell it right. Michigan massage therapy. See it right there? And we're going to click on that and come on down, and there it is. And we click there, and there it is. Ta-da! Michigan Board of Massage Therapy. And from there, you can read through the various licensing requirements. There's some guides here that you can take a look at. You can even start to take a look at the various board agendas and meetings, and start to the process of being able to navigate the licensing process through the state of Michigan. So that's where I'm going to end this video. And this would be very similar if another educator from another state, or student from another state, or graduate from another state is looking at this. You should have something very similar for your state. Okay, we finished this just as Smokey the Cat settled down. All right, HEC students, we will discuss this again, especially towards the end of the program where it becomes more relevant. All righty,